Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing today? So anyways, it has been a few months since I last did a live stream. I last worked on making Finley's expressions. So today, I'm going to be showing y'all what I've got so far, and we will be finishing up a few animations. So without further ado, let me show you what we've got going on here. Let me get my Smash loaded. And I recently did the render, the official render of the Finley mod. And I say it came out pretty good. So, quick fact, Finley goes over Mewtwo, and that reason being because of the long tail, trying to getting it to match. So, it works out pretty well, I'd say. Kind of gives it the floaty kind of vibe. But it flows pretty good. You might notice that some of these animations are already done. But I'd say about a quarter of his animations are done. The rest is just him with this facial expression for the whole animation. So that's what we'll be working on later today. Oh yeah, and some of these sounds I have sound design on my own with a few samples and stuff. So overall, this was a little bit difficult to implement into the game, but I think I finally got it working. So all that is left is to finish some of these animations. Might notice that I have a few voice clips that I've recorded on my own, but I might have to redo some of these. Then maybe change a few effects. Like the bubble effect and all that. Probably make it less darkish, more bubbly, electric bubbly. I don't know. I'll have to experiment with this just to see how it will be implemented. See what matches. But overall, I think this mod will come out really good. Can't wait for all of y'all to try it. I love that. Alright, I'm about to get my final here. And I have to work on this too. I have to replace the final Mewtwo with Finley, as obviously I gotta put Finley's head here and then work his head or his tail all the way down here, and then minus the body and all that. So should be relatively easy, and it's just one single animation. This, I don't know what to do with this, but I might as well just leave it. Adios, Mario. Yeah, I need to change that. I just kind of did that for a placeholder, so it's not completely final. But I say that so far, so good. So, without further ado, let me get us ready for animating. Alrighty. So this is the model that I've been using. And I did a video kind of showcasing all of what I've been working on over the past year of 2025. And I specified that these models, they come from the user Snatchedwig on Sketchfab. And they make some pretty high quality models, and I highly suggest you guys check them out. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and import an animation. Well, first let me check what I've got done so far. So I got wait, I got walk, dash, run, fall. Hang on, let me position something real quick. So a few attacks. Specials. I'm not sure if you guys can see it on the stream, but I have another window open. I'm just doing a little comparison. Okay, so I don't have a turn animation. So here's a turn. So this one should be relatively simple. And some of these... Okay, fun fact, Mewtwo, whenever he turns, his animations are a little bit mirrored, so unlike Molly and Salem, they have consistent animations whenever they're turned. Mewtwo and Mario, they do not. They're mirrored, so some of these animations will be off, so I can't really play with the eyes too much. So what can I do? Is probably just do a simple blink. So on my left is all the expressions that I have made. And these check will activate, deactivate each one, and all I do is make keyframes showing what I want to show. And then it's a little bit like stop motion, just a little bit, but it's going to go by so fast that you're not really going to notice it. Yeah, so we'll do that. Next frame, close his eyes. Wait for a few frames. This is a really quick animation. And back to neutral. Yeah, see, it's going to be super quick, but just something just to not make it so lifeless. So once I'm happy with that, I can export this to my animations. No. Animation export expressions and export to turn. Okay. Then I kind of undo everything I just did to where it's back to this and import another animation. So we got turn, we got walk fast, dash, run, rebound. Do I have a guard? Yes, I do. Okay, let's do simple attack. Keep in mind his eyes will have to be straight the entire time. You may see a little bit of awkward bending at some points. It's because his entire body is essentially a tail. Mewtwo has a torso, chest, and then his tail in the back. Finley's is all in one, so there may be a few spots where it may look awkward. I mean, that's fine. But hey, like I said, this is a little difficult to implement. This is probably one of the tougher mods that I've had to do. But I think it will be fine. Alright, so how do we want to do this? If I remember, Mewtwo will have his arm out. Kind of doing a little swipe animation. So I could do another... Let's start eyes closed. Yep. We'll keep it like that for a second. And then right about here, close his eyes again and return to normal. Stuff like this is simple. But because there are so many animations, this could take a while. So this is pretty much what we'll be doing for a little bit. But we can also chat, hang out, I can answer a few questions. And I have a new hobby that I have been doing a lot recently, and it is 3D printing. So I might, at some point, show you some of the prints that I've been working on, or that I've printed. But it's a fun hobby. Alright, so this one's done. Let me go ahead and export this. Watch it be like a pick an animation. I've already worked on it, so. Alright, so attack 100. Oh, goodness. It's 3 frames. What do I do here? Let's do that. I have to be careful when I'm exporting because the original file folder and my exports look very similar. So I don't want to be overwriting one. Okay. Yeah, here's another example of the awkward bending, twisting thing. But it's fine. I mean, I think it's the best that it can be. Nope, don't want that. Oh yeah. There's a little bit of tiny tearing here. In a previous live stream where I made the expressions, I mentioned this. Where there may be some tearing because I had to tear part of his face off. So I can make the mouth expressions. But because you're going to be about this far from the screen, you're barely going to notice it. And plain view, you're just, yeah. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, so he's down like this. Maybe we can aim his eyes up a little. Yeah. Because the opponents are going to be right above his head, maybe. Yeah, that looks fine. Why is his head doing that? There you go. Oh. Great, I just saved a copy of the file. Whatever. Do I have an attack dash? It's normal dash, I don't have attack dash. Let's do the attack dash. Hi, buddy. Alright, so eyes closed, eyes open, kind of wide. Whenever I go through here, hold it up to about here. Here's another bend. Yeah, eyes closed and open them right about here. Okay. Gotta have a plan whenever you're doing these animations. Alright, so what do I say? Eyes closed, eyes open. Oh wait, I can do a side eye. Yeah, let's do an eye closed. We'll do a squint just to slow it down a little. And open his eyes. Maybe make it smile. That seems fine. And right about here, close his eyes. Kind of reverse what we did. And let's open it up. I like that. Yeah, the ears kind of jitter just a little bit, but I think it's fine. Yeah, I think that works. And hopefully my blender doesn't crash. Sometimes if I hold undo, it might crash. Like it can't keep up with it, maybe. Alright, what's next? I don't think I've done an attack end. Yeah. Ooh. Alright, so he's already in an attack, so we might do a angry expression. Maybe eyes down, maybe. Now, I am very tempted to put his eyes left or right. Yeah, his left. But I know it would look weird. And then close his eyes again. What does this look like? Let's smooth it. There you go. Yeah, that works. Do I have any landings? I need to keep a list. Yeah, so I need to... Like there is A01, A02, etc. I should keep a list of which categories I've already animated. Granted, there are a few that are not necessary. So I got walk fast, I don't have walk slow. Yeah, maybe I could do something here. Maybe make him a little skeptical. Yeah, that works. Now walk middle is kind of in between. We'll leave that as is. So I got walk fast. I don't think I have walk break. So whichever ones I don't animate, it will just keep his normal expression. That being just this look with occasional blinking. That's what the default eyelid file does, is it keeps this and occasionally we'll do a blink. And which is fine. Alright, so walk break. It's a little heavy for a walk break. Yeah, here's the bend in its full form. Other than that, the other forms that doesn't do this, I mean, it looks great. So this cold weather we've been getting, help everyone is staying warm. Think we might get another cold front coming with more snow. Trying to look through what I've done and what I haven't. I don't think I've done any of the jumps. I've done falls. The turns, the walk break. I don't think I have done a jump yet. Yeah, let's see. Obviously, we need to have his eyes looking up. So we'll start with that. Maybe widen his eyes a little bit. Then he'll be falling down. I forgot what the fall expression was. It might have been... It might have been this, maybe? Let me... Okay. So let me finish this, and let me go look at the other file. It's either this or this. It has been a few months. Okay. Yeah, let me export this and import the other animation. Did I just save another copy? I did. Let this... By the end of the stream, I don't know, we might be streaming for like 4 hours maybe. Somewhere around there. But yeah, just watch that at the end of the stream. I'll just save a bunch of copies. Eating up my storage. Okay, so it's worried looking down with a frown. I sound like a Dr. Seuss book. Looking down with a frown. I'm Can the Hat. Okay, so I did that for going backwards. What about forward? It's variable. Huh. Okay. So let me re-import my jump. Wherever I did it. And maybe let's just keep this as a frown. Yeah. Let me do a search. There you go. That makes it easier. Maybe we'll move this. Maybe further down. Yeah, that works. Yeah, so if I hold on. Save incremental, that's what I've been doing. So I got like a little pie extension. So if I hold Control S and move my mouse, this little pop-up will go, and my mouse cursor always goes on save incremental. And that's what's saving these copies. Oh, that's okay. Alright, so I did a jump. That was forward. Let's do a jump backwards. Should be almost the same, unless he's doing a flip. Let's see. Maybe looking down, because it looks like he was looking down earlier. Maybe we'll start with his eyes closed. Just to give it something. Neutral. Yeah, let's do that. He's like, back off, dude. And we'll do pretty much the same thing as this fall. What was it? Worried backward? Yeah. So we have this, and then we'll just move. Yeah. Maybe space them out a little more. Because this part right here is the transition into the fall animation, so we're trying to make it as consistent and smooth as possible. Do want his eyes looking forward a little bit. Yeah. And maybe looking down. But I think it was better with him looking down. I think so. Yeah. I like that better. Yep, and it's saved. There we go. Alright, so that was the base jump. And we got double jump. And I know for a fact that he flips. There he goes, bye-bye! Yep. It looks like if you have a balloon animal and you pinch the middle part and bend the top half, that's what this looks like. I mean, what else can I do here? Okay, so obviously I want his eyes closed when he flips, and then he'll open it. Then he opens it back up. Sometimes my brain farts, and I can't say what I'm trying to say. Yep, and then here we'll open them. Where is it? There it is. Then we'll do a quick blink and have him look down. Oh, was it word? Yeah. Maybe it's a little too quick. Alright, so that was... Hold on. What did I just do? Front flip. I need to do back flip. About the same thing. I could have copy and pasted, but it's alright. Like someone just snapped his spine. Well, if he had a spine. Yeah, this is fine, and then he'll just open his eyes downward. And maybe kind of closer to the end. Yeah. Alright. Now with base jumps, double jumps. We have a jump squat. Is that when he's just about to jump? I think so. Huh. Okay. So literally, we'll just have his eyes looking up. Let's do frown. Wait, wasn't his didn't he do a blink or something at the start of the animations? The jump animations, I believe. Okay, new plan. Let's have him close his eyes right here. Maybe not a frown. We'll do a smirk and then a frown. There you go. Hang on, my dog's going insane. Give me a momento. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see what's next. Give me 1 second, I'm trying to find a file I have not touched yet. No, I'm sorting. I'm looking at a modified sort. Okay, so it just did the jab attacks and the jumps and the jump squat apparently. Okay, let's see. I only got one C1, so let's see if there's any more. A boatload more. Okay, so this is the side attack. Yeah, so I need to fix this. While this does look good, but after playtesting, his eyes will be looking the other direction if he was on like another side. So sorry, Finley, you're gonna be having to look forward, or maybe having your eyes closed. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's better. Though I did like the other one, but this will work in game. Alright, so that was the side tilt. Oh wait, you can aim these? So I just realized there are multiple files. This is just straight, and then there's up and down variants of this. So I will copy all of that, load in the new file, and paste, and we're done. Simple as is. Yeah. He just angles it up a little more. So that was the high. Now we gotta load the low. Whoa, where did that come from? I did it again. I made another file copy. Alright, so it was just 3 C01s. Let's see, I got 2 C02s. Okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 C03s. And I have none of them. Well, let's get animating. This is the side smash. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just keep it like that. I bet my mic is out of sync with the song. I like this song. Yeah, that looks nice. So I know there's different variations, so I'm just gonna copy and paste the other variation, or the other expressions to the variations. Yep. Just like that. Nope, I am not saving another file copy, no sir. There we go. So, it's been a few months since I was back here on YouTube, so, how was everyone's Christmas holiday and New Year's? Hopefully everyone had a good time. Yeah, so that's actually one of the things that I wanted to talk about, is why has it been a while? Well, normally, usually around November through early January, that's kind of where I'm busy with other things. That being work, got family stuff, so uh, we got a little something that we keep doing every year, so a little tradition, but ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's kind of a little break from modding and other stuff. Been taking those few months pretty chill, so I think that was kind of refreshing. So I think we're back into the modding game, and here we are. Oh, mine went blank and I forgot what I'm doing. It's been a kind of a slow Tuesday. Trying to look for another file. What I just finished, C03. So let me see about C04. I did that. Error high. Hold on. Huh. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let me check here. I was looking at what I've already done. Yeah, I haven't done the up smash yet. No, I was clicking on import. Is this Blast Hornet? Just reopens the black hole above him. Such a weird ability that Finley has, apparently. I don't know. Canonically, he's shy and kind of quiet-ish. Granted, we just saw him for a few parts of Chapter 1 of Indigo Park, so who knows? This lab may have special abilities that we do not know about. I guess the Smash mod kind of showcases that a little bit. But for real, I'm pretty excited for Chapter 2. Unique Geese, they're doing a mighty fine job. And their recent trailer too, it's really good. It was a massive improvement from Chapter 1. Graphic-wise, the level or the environment, it looks amazing. They have outdone themselves in a good way. Alright, what was this? Up smash? So eyes closed. Let's do Squin first. So he holds it here, and then right about here, maybe? Yeah, maybe. Right around here. It's when the black hole disappears. I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna change the effects to make it look like something different. I don't know. Breaks the fabric of reality. I don't know. How was Finley able to breathe air? He's floating mid-air. We'll do there. Oh, wait, I can do this? I didn't know I can do that. Well, we learn something new every day. But the Blender feature you're using doesn't look like shape keys. It's a default or plugin. So this is a Smash Bros. Ultimate modding plugin. So it allows. So for Smash Bros, each expression is its own model, and there's toggles for each one of them. So like one for heads, eyes, mouth, and I combine those to give the expression that I want it to have. So through each keyframe, it records an on and off toggle. And on my hierarchy over here, all of this over here is all the models. So it's a little handy. I think without this, I would have to create drivers and stuff, but this really does help a ton when I'm making mods. Let's see. Yep. Let me go ahead and export this. I don't think I've done that yet. Whoa, hold on. Got an error. Uh-oh, did I do something wrong? This is the first time I've seen that. Okay, went through this time. Let's see here. So that was the up smash. Let's see. Have I done the down smash yet? I think I have. Yep, so next is C05, which I believe I've done majority of them. No, I have not. So back air, front air, high and low air. What's the rest? It's the landing. I gotta get a quick review of what I just did. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix this because this is gonna look weird in gameplay with the eyes are backwards. But it looks so good. Kinda don't want to change it, but I have to. Works pretty similarly to shape keys. Yes, So I believe shape keys, wherever they're located, I've not used shape keys that often. I believe shape keys, they have like floating values, so you can slide it from 0 to 1. This is the ultimate plugin has like constant values, so it's booleans, whether it's on or off, so it's practically just 0 or 1, not in between. It kind of gives a stop motion or a choppy look to it, but because it's running at 60 FPS, it's going to look, you're not really going to notice the choppiness. Ooh, what happened to his eyes? Oh. So yeah. I mean, honestly, we're not going to be looking at the camera like this. It's just going to be... where is it? Flat like this. Yeah. I mean, that looks fine. Check keys or float while this is constant. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so I edited this. Let me see what the other ones are. Zero 5. Front air. I don't believe I changed much on that. Yeah. Alright, and I believe I had a down. Where he throws a bomb or something down, or something explodes behind him. Alright, so there's that. So now I gotta create the landing. Oh boy. Pretty much have him close his eyes and open them back up. So. Nothing much I can do here. Yeah, so Tori, so on here, I can't just do this because it won't record, so I have to come down here and have to insert keyframes for everything. And I have to put it on 1. It records the state of everything. And then I have to come over here and make changes as necessary. And it'll automatically record it. So, I don't know what his mouth should be. So maybe frown. And then open his eyes. Just a little something to give him more life in the game, rather than him just staring the entire time. That was landing backwards. Let's land forwards. Yeah, pretty much. I haven't used Blender all too much. But yeah, I believe it's always the first frame. You gotta have some kind of baseline to tell it, hey, this is the starting position, and we'll modify it as time goes on. That's pretty much how the whole animation works. It's the same thing. We'll give it a start value of half of his eyes closed. Pretty much the same as the previous one. As long as you have the record button on. Yep. pretty much every time I started my files, the first thing I'll do is have the record button on. That's if I'm creating Smash mods. If I'm doing something else, like if I'm working like on a rendering pose or something, maybe I'll have that turned off just in case so it doesn't mess stuff up. Another thing, I kind of like having my dope sheet up here, and then I have my timeline down here, but because it's kind of similar, I just kind of minimize this and just have my toolbar down here. I don't know why it defaults to like one of my folders of where all my mods are at. The export or the file window probably doesn't show up on stream. Alright, so that was forward. Let's do high. Okay, so we can keep his eyes open for just a few frames. And don't bother with the outline timeline outside of those buttons. Use the graph editor from time to time. Yeah, so that's for smoother animations, or if you're doing like movements and rotations and all this. What I'm doing is just practically taking Smash Bros. Animations and just putting expressions over it with these toggles. That's what I'm doing here, but I would use the graph editor if I'm doing a custom movement animation, which I kind of don't do with these mods because you want to try to make it safe for online use so you don't get banned. But yeah, I think one of the other things I'd do if I were to have the graph editor was split this up, put on the side, and there's the jungle mess. But thanks to like filters, you can do like arms and stuff. But I don't really play around with it too much. There we go, and it was the landing low. There's a landing neutral, okay. Wait, I don't know if I've done the attack. I don't think I have. Okay, let me do the attack expression. No, I misclicked. There we go. Okay, so this is the lightning animation. So his eyes closed, and we'll start it here. How do you get mods on Smash Bros? Good question. Let me go ahead and load up the screen. Well, I thought I had it open. I do not. My Firefox is not working. Bear with me, bear with me. Firefox. Okay. So this is Game Banana. This has a bunch of mods for different games. That being Friday Night Funkin', Baldi's Basics, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is one of the most thriving ones. There's like a ton of mods out here. But yeah, there's like stages, there's plenty of skins. And there's actual movesets like Tails from Sonic, Cuphead, Goomba. There's a bunch of mods out there. And then what I have is a collection of all my projects or all my skins that I've done. So what it does is, let's take this one, my Spooky Rambly one. It goes over Mario, and for each, if you play Smash Bros, each character has like 8 color slots. So you can assign one of these skins to those slots. And they each, funny enough, they each have their own animation files, which are exactly the same. So to me, it's a little bit of a space taker. But I think it's the most mod friendly because each slot has their own dedicated animations and stuff, which is the same as everything else. Yeah, so there's my Rambly over Mario, and there's Salem over Richter. Yeah, and then these are all the mods that I have, or before I updated. After I updated, I've added like 14, maybe more movesets. So I've got quite a bunch. Let me go ahead and boot up Blender. But yeah, so for modding, for actually getting mods on your Switch, I think there's like different software. I think first you have to get your Switch jailbroken or something. Oh man, it didn't even show it? Wow. Huh. Very strange. Well, let me see here. Window title must match. Huh. I don't know why it's not working. Alright, how about now? Oh, it's alright. Alright, is it working now? Oh no. Yeah, my OBS is tracking it pretty fine. It should show up now. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, so that was my Spooky Rambly model over Mario. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't know why whenever I switched it looked fine until I switched over, and I guess OBS froze or something. I don't know, but there you go. I wonder... Hold on. So there's currently 11,000 skin mods. The numbers just keep going up every day. I sign in every day and there's new mods out right now. So there's new Mega Mans, there's like new movesets. The Deadpool one actually looks pretty cool. Oh. Yeah. There's different movesets out there too. which I kind of want to get into one day, but I think skins are fine for now. I mean, I've been able to get good results, but the movesets are just something else. Some are overpowered, some are, yeah, they exist, but but it adds, it gives you something to play around with. The Tetramino one was interesting, which is pretty much just a Tetris block. Yeah. It's pretty cool. There's a lot you can do in Smash modding. So, it's pretty fun. So far, Indigo Park is the only crossover project that I'm doing right now, since I'm part of their Discord community. And they got all these lovable mascot characters, so I've took matters in my own hands and just started making these mods, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, the Tetris mod, it's something. Alrighty, let me see what's next on the list. I think... Okay, yeah, this was the lightning one I was trying to get. Model that character. So, I have made a video recently saying that, or saying where I got all these models from. So they're from Sketchfab by the user Snatchedwig. They make kind of indie game character models. Let's see if I can boot up. There we go. Save the hustle. Great, I gotta find it. See what OBS is tracking. There you go. Yeah, so here's a few of their models that do. So there's the Finley model that I've been using. There's Molly, Rambly. Wait, this is new. Earlier, he did not have the hat. I modeled the hat before the hat came out. That's actually a better model than mine. They did Remy too, okay. Well, now I gotta do more mods with these characters. But yeah, this is where I get my models from. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's something to do on my to-do list now. Let me go on their user page, because I have not seen the update of Rambly model, nor the Remy. The Remy is kind of at the bottom of the list for some reason. Yeah, so let me save this. Let me go find my Rambly. Yeah, so this is the hat that I modeled, but it's very simplistic. It's kind of made for being in a game, not really to, I don't know. It's not the high of a quality, but from a game view, it looks fine. But yeah, this is my render file, so that's what I use to make portraits that I'll put into the game. So, it's pretty cool. think this is the recent render I did for the Finley model. Now getting the tail bones to work, instead of, you know, I having to have like constraints on it to get it to move how I want it to. So that took a minute to figure out, but I think it came out all right. I forgot I made duplicates of the same animation file. That is a problem. It only lasts for 6 frames. No biggie. But yeah, this is a little fun little side hustle that I've been doing for the past year or two. No, past year. I've only done it for since beginning of 2025, so. Okay, so he has lightning all around him, so maybe I'll do that. Ooh, so what should I do here? Huh. So lightning on, throws it off, and then looks normal. Okay. So what I can do, maybe open his eyes here, maybe widen them. Tiny, and have his mouth open. Oops. What did I leave on? Wide? Yeah. And then transition to the fall expression. Yeah, that works. All right, so I think game plan right now, let's see what time it is. It is 4:30. An hour and a half has passed already. Wow. Time flies. Oh, dang it. I'll just go back to this one. All right, so game plan. I want to get, let's see. So I just finished the neutral air. With the landing for front, back, and high, I believe. Okay, so I'll get the landing for the low, and for neutral, we'll take a break, and maybe I can show some 3D prints that I've been printing out for the past few weeks. Yeah, so I closed and open simple. Alright, and then neutral. Oh, he's already down. Maybe we'll just do a squint. Just a little squint. Then kind of smooth as... Yeah, that works. I don't know why it default to the other folder. Alright, so let's take a break from animating. And let me boot up my camera and I can show you what I've been printing. Let's see here. Oops. There we go. Alright, so pardon my little desk mess. Alright, so one that I did recently is a kunai. So this came out in separate parts, so we have the handle here, which I printed in gray, the blade, kind of a lighter gray, and then these two, actually there was 4 little parts. There's the back, I guess, little finger hole or something, and then in between there's like little poles that go in between, or go inside here, just hold it together. And then I just super glued them all, and it's very sturdy, but it came out super, super nice. So there's that. Next I have the top from the movie Inception. I think it's the Token or something. I haven't seen that movie in a while, but there's that. Printed a solid infill, so this thing is not gonna snap at all. And theory says, if it stops spinning, I'm not in a dream. And I'm not dreaming. But if you have not seen the movie, it's worth a go watch. And then this one I'm most proud of is the Deep Rock Galactic pickaxe. And this took about 12 hours to print. But problem, I wonder if you can hear it, it's very flimsy. And this was before I got super glue in. But yeah. Think you're in a dream. I don't know, how do I wake up from it? I'm not dreaming, I'm not dreaming. Let's see, what else did I print? I'm not sure, hang on. I gotta unplug my little device up here. Give me a second. Without losing the cables, well, there it goes. So this is a custom design that I modeled in Blender. So this is for my little desktop speaker here. And it just slides in vertically like this. It's normally supposed to go horizontally like this, and then you have your interface here. So I was like, okay, maybe let's do it vertical. So there's the stand. Oop, I'm about to drop that. Stand it vertical, and there you go. So it stands there. Actually, let me get a camera angle on that. It sits right there. And honestly, it kind of saves a little horizontal space. And whenever I first tested it, it actually took out some of the resonating sound that it puts originally. I think because I had all these little knickknacks on top of my monitor stand. But I think it took away from that. Let's see here. All right, this one I ran last night. This is a headphone stand slash Xbox controller. So this is for my brother, who lives not too far away from here. So he's building a new PC. So in a day or two, I'm gonna go visit him. So this is something I'll give to him for his new computer set. So it came out pretty good. So minus the, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's these little layer lines. But usually I'm not too worried about it if it's gonna be like a little functional thing. If it were like a little figurine, I would have to reduce the layer line or the layer height a bit. But ignore the Oshawott. But this is the, I think it's called the Benchy model, which is a kind of a 3D printing benchmark. Let me get rid of. I'm just noticing the coloring is a little bit off on my OBS on my keyboard. Let's see if I can just move this a little bit. There you go. Trying to get it to where it doesn't like fall over. But there's that. Oh yeah, and it's my little Oshawott or something from a little convention that I went to in Ohio. I think it's called GDEX or something. It's like a game developer conference. But that's where I got that little guy. And he just sits right in front of there, and then I have a little bookshelf to my left. That's where I have all my models. Oops, and I dropped what I was going to show next. And it's super tiny, and I don't want the dog to get it. Give me a uno momento. And then this, what on earth is going with the color on my screen? Wow. Okay. Camera, can you ignore the, Oh, wait. I think I know what's the problem. Let me go to OBS. And I think I have a green screen filter on. Yeah, there we go. Now it showed up much better. I'm like, why is the color off a little? It's because I have the green screen effect on. So, there we go. It's my little alien guy. He's like about the size of a fingertip. Maybe a little bigger. Trying to get him to stand. I don't want him to fall. He's like, falls so easily. So, there's that. And funny little thing, he's got a little belly button, and then he's got a little booty cheek on the back there. So, that's a little funny. So, it's a little fun little hobby that I do from time to time. Anywho, it is 4:36, so I'm gonna take a little quick break, and I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back from my little break. Had to get a quick little something, but I think we are good to go. So, just finished a few animations. So what I'm going to do is I want to go ahead and implement these animations into the mod, and we'll do a quick little play test to see what we got so far. So right now I am navigating through my files so I can find my animation. Okay, so I got that loaded, so now I'm gonna go find my exported mods, or not my exported mods, my animations, what am I saying? New park, go to Finley, animations, and take all the ones that we made today, and copy them over to the mod. And replace all the ones that I have already done. Okay. So that is good. So what I'm gonna do is we are going to boot up good old Smash Bros. And we're gonna see how this mod comes out. And let me go ahead and plug in my controller. So this is running off an emulator, which no longer is in service, by the way. So I kind of got it right before it got shut down, so don't tell anyone. But I had the Smash Bros. ROM dumped, and then I kept dumping updates on it just to keep it up to date. And then I install all the modding software. So, and it can run mods right off of my PC. Well, the game runs off of my PC now, plus the mods, so. Play normal Smash on a Switch, and I do the modded Smash on my PC. But I haven't been able to do online matches. One, I don't really have this set up to do it. And two, I got plenty of mods that probably will break the online rules. And probably get me banned. So, I'm not doing that. I'm doing that offline. And it always takes a bit. Because I think I got like 400 mods installed. There it goes. Oop, I got a phone call. I will be right back. This will only be a quick one. There we go. Sorry guys, I had to take care of a little something, but we're back now. Let me look at my OBS because something is not working. I had Smash Boat loaded up and it's not really picking it up. Oh, there we go. Alrighty, and we are good to go. Alright, hopefully the animations are now in the Finley mod. Let me go ahead and move something real quick. There we go. Here is Finley. So over here on Dr. Mario, we have Rambley, Conductor Rambley, and Golden Rambley. Let's see. Oh yeah, we had Spooky Rambley over Mario, regular Mario. Obviously, Finley over Mewtwo. There's Falco, some Molly Macaw over Falco. Sam Skulk over Richter. And no UI yet, but Lloyd over Incineroar. So let's do that. However, Lloyd is voiced by me, and it is... I need to rework it. So my apologies if it sounds weird. Okay, let's see here. I'm cringing a little bit just hearing myself. I'm pretty sure many of you don't like hearing yourselves, but I'm kind of that way too. Okay, so it did work. Oh, and Lloyd countered me. Don't take it too hard. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good either. And it sounds a little muffled. It sounds like, "Oh, everyone, I'm in a mascot suit." Another thing I've talked about in a previous video is I might hire some of the original voice actors if things don't work out. So my goal is to try to redo my lines for Finley and Lloyd. But that's kind of the last of my to-do list right now. Because right now I'm trying to get all these animations and some of these effects done, and we'll do voices pretty much kind of close to the end. Lloyd, no! Here's the climax! It's kind of Lloydish. Let's dance! Lloydford! Alright, what other stuff did I animate? Yeah, so the jump works. So I did a walk slow. Yep. Yeah, so I need to do the throw animations, the damage. Let's see what else. Items for when he holds guns and stuff. That's something I don't imagine seeing. Finley holding a gun, just floating in the air. Oh! Oh no. There we go. Where are my manners? Aren't they now? I need to redo these lines. Oh! Lloyd got me. Give it up for Lloydford, a lion! Yeah, so let me showcase some of the other mods that I've made. I don't think I've been able to properly do them. So that was Lloyd, coming out later. He is right after Finley. As soon as I get Finley out, we'll work on Lloyd. Get UIs, animation, the expressions, because right now he's expressionless. Let's do my recent Spooky Rambly. So Spooky Rambly is kind of a alternate / rework of the original Rambly fighter. And it was for a pumpkin party event, which the Indigo Park Discord community held, which was pretty fun. So their Discord art, their server artist, Petrichor, made a spooky Rambly design in a 2D form. And I was like, okay, that could be a good, simple alternate that I could do. So I texture edited the raccoon character and kind of made him a little more aggressive. And it came out pretty good. So that's where the whole alternate thing idea came from. Some of these that I'm gonna do are gonna be some of my ideas, and then some from like from different fans. So there's like let's see, there's like a 1995 Rambly, which is like from like a cartoon action kids show or something. So I might do that over Wolf, maybe. And then some of my original ideas were like, let's have a Hawaiian shirt or something for Finley, if he's sea-based. There we go. Uh-oh. And if you know me, I like doing sound design. I just like getting those beefy, grisly sounds. Like that, like the big noises. Another reason why I chose Mewtwo for Finley is because Mewtwo likes to use his tail, so that's perfect for Finley, because his whole body is a tail. Uh-oh. He got that so quickly. I kept slapping him with my tail. Uh-oh. Nope. Okay. Serves you right. I did a little bit of EQ and tone matching, or tone changes, just to make it a little deeper, because the original voice actor of Finley, his voice is pretty deep, so, and mine is not. So, something to play around with. And that's kind of where the idea of maybe getting the original voice actors, because I can't get it 100% accurate. So, another consideration. But anyways, how is everyone doing right now? Everyone doing good? Yes, so Molly's voice is the Daisy voice lines from Smash. Good lord, she's blasting me. Alright. Yeah, lock in. So same with Salem. I have used Corin and I think it was Byleth voice lines. And just kind of edited them a little bit to match the tone. Uh-oh. Nope. I took too long. Ugh. I think Falco's AI is pretty aggressive. Mr. PM Studios, welcome. Oh! It was getting a little tight there. Uh-oh. Adios. That was fun. Alrighty, so we've done Lloyd, we've done Spooky Rambly, we've done Molly. Let's see. Nope, we still want to play as our boy Finley. Let's get Salem out here. I had a lot of fun modding, creating Salem. Oh my gosh, I'm getting nasty here. Ooh. She's getting a comeback. Well, she wasn't going to come back anyway, so I probably shouldn't have went for that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, man. I threw that. No, no. All right, gotta make it for it. Oof. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, gotta be careful. Run! She's about to use it. Ooh. That was fun. Indeed, Finley. That was very fun. I've done most of the roster, except the one and only. I still laugh at this. We'll do the good old classic Rambly. So Rambly was the first mod that I made. And it came out pretty good. It's just, he is not Wi-Fi safe, so him nor Molly. So maybe after Lloyd, maybe before Chapter 2 comes out, I'll try to get Rambly and Molly reworked a bit. Well, Molly not so much. It's more so try to make their expressions more Wi-Fi safe. No, I'm saying. Oh no, the game crashed. I think some of the movesets that I've downloaded kind of makes it a little bit little unstable. Let me go ahead and close that on the task. Oh, this one's a good song. Okay, so we can do a little more animations. And just get Blender ready again. Okay, what was this one? The landing. All right, so one thing, hang on, let me disconnect my controller so it's out of the way. I got a little room up here. Let me put them up here. There. All right. Let me do the damaged expressions. So it's all category F on the animation list. Or most of them, by the looks of it. Let's do damage high. So most of these expressions are going to be very similar. A lot of it is going to be wide with tiny eyes with this. And then let's do back to neutral. It's going to be super fast, so I don't mind. You probably don't mind being it snappy. Yeah. Because this is 1/6 of a second. Ooh. So that's when he gets a hard hit. So we'll do the same as last time, and then have his eyes kind of close here a little bit. Because this is almost half a second. Do a little frown, we'll do a little transition. Then kind of bring it back to normal. Yep, looks good. Someone punched him straight in the noggin. Boink, boink, boink. We can have his eyes closed. Because it looks like he got punched straight in the noggin. Is this cold spaghetti? Yeah. If frowning. Maybe we'll move these kind of further up. Yeah. Literally, it just got trashed here. Alright, now that was the high. Here's the low. So like a gut punch. This where this gets hammered. The point where he gets... The pinch point is what I'm gonna call it now. It's the pinch point! There you go. Again, it's pretty quick. That was the first one. Okay, my mind went blank. Did I export that? Yes, I did. What on earth? In the air? Damage low. Wait. Okay. It looks like he's floating mid... Well, obviously he's floating mid-air, but like, actually when he's jumping, hovering in the air. You know what I mean. When he's jumping. It looks like he's... Yeah. That's what I meant about the pinch point. It looks like a balloon that you pinch and fold. But there's really nothing I can do about that. But we'll leave it for comedic purposes. Wait, what did I leave? That one? Yeah. Oh no, my gun got punched. And now it folded and I lost a few bones. Finley, you don't need bones. Alright, so that was 2, right? Yeah. Now, do third one. And those are angle damaged expressions, and then next will be the neutral. I guess when he gets jabbed or something. Let's go back and make that normal. I'm glancing at the time now, it's now like almost 5:30 my time. Time flies. Hold on, so I did start at 3, so it's been like 2.5 hours. Man, there's so much to do though. I guess that's neutral jab. Uh-oh. So it's clipping into his body. That's alright. We'll close his eyes here. Oh, is that another? Oh man, his entire nose just gets blended, or just gets clipped in here. Bye bye, Finley head. Well, just gotta work with what you got. Yeah, we'll do wide and then close his eyes. And then because his head disappears, we'll just make a quick little snap. Oh wait, did I have the wide open? Or the wide on the entire time? Yeah, I did. I'm sure you can hear there's like a siren going on outside my door. It's not cops, it is an ambulance. I didn't do anything illegal. The only thing illegal I did was bending this and making his head disappear. That's illegal! Whoa. It's like he got slapped in the face. Oh, slap some sense into you, Finley. Let me export that. And let me see what my dog is going on about. No, do not save that. I want to save it to be animation ready. Just like that. Alright, give me a quick second. This will be a very quick break. I will check on my dog and I will be right back. I am back. Just had to take care of a quick little something. But we are back. Let me do a few more animations and we'll see what goes on from there. Okay, so I'm looking now. So we just finished part of category F, which is the damage. So the next section is being damaged in the air, actually in the air, then being electrocuted. Okay, so So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we got 11 animations, and we'll call it a day. Oh, I just noticed. I have a few more stuff that I printed that I want to show you guys. So maybe after I finish the animations, I'll do a quick little showcase, and we will call it a night. Maybe I can show you all my printing setup. Yeah, so the fast ones, they don't need to have that much smoothing. So you can just have like 2 expressions and just call it. Oh, I forgot something. Yep. Forgot to turn that off. That's why you gotta catch things when you're animating, especially for Smash mods. You don't want to have 2 overlapping faces over each other. Oh wait, this is midair, which is supposed to do falling. Alright, hang on. Ooh, my dog is very spoiled. Which one did I just do? I'm drawing a blank here. There, that one. No, no. Bonk. No, Finley. Whoa, no, 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 no. Go back to worried. Literally, it looks like it just got clobbed in the nose. Or he got like an uppercut or something. Oh, is this Meet and Tweet? Oh, guys, Bits and Bops is really good. It's Rhythm Haven, or Rhythm Heaven. That's like a PC port of it. But the art style is really good. It's another one where it gets clobbed. Up. Hang on. Got to turn that off. I'll do this one. Man, Finley. Poor Finley. Sorry we have to do this to you, buddy. But it must be done. Let me get my dog. She's complaining again. There you go. All right. All right, what did we just do? Image fly high. Fly high. Dang. Spin. Spin. That's been a while since I've heard that meme. You spin. Spin. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. So meteors, whenever he gets spiked. Yeah. Whenever that folds, he got spiked in the head. And he keeps it. It's like it got mangled here. Man. Well, his head's gonna be there, so maybe... We can't do much with his mouth, because part of it is being covered. I don't know, my dog's going like behind My chairs and stuff. What is it? Yeah, I think it's getting dark and I think my dog gets a little anxious. That was pretty clean. I'll tell you what's not. This. I think this is going to be the big talking point of the mod. Is how it just looks like it just gets mangled here. But, like I said many times, there's really nothing I can do about it. There is an ambulance outside. Is my neighbor okay? Let's make a variant. So maybe not have his eyes wide open the whole time. We'll do that. Alright, so we got 4 more animations. I'm just like roll. Oh, this is for like when he goes through like a Wario final smash. Makes a goofy face. Ah! It's just one expression and he just gets spun. Spin! Alright, 2 more. Whoa, what on earth? Getting a seizure attack right here. I don't know what to do here. We'll just have one single expression be that. Because he's getting thrown all over the place. Okay. Alright, so finish that one. Now, last but not least, for this stream, the electrocution. Sorry, Finley. The electrocutor becomes the electrocuted. I feel like I heard that song already. Maybe I have. My playlist should have lasted the entire stream. Alright. I don't think we want to... Well, you know what? I'll just go ahead and import. So right now I'm copying the ones we did just now into the mod. And from there, I'm going to call it for the animation part of it. And now, what I want to do, I'm going to showcase a little more of my 3D prints. Alright, so what we got over here, well, besides being stacked upon stacks of stuff, this is a 3D printed shelf for my desk. It's supposed to be like a display stand for all my little prints and all that, but I kind of made use of it just to store a little bit of like my prime tools, maybe a disk drive, some USB devices. And then over here is my tool kind of holder thing. It's modular, so I could expand this as necessary, but it's got like 3 different tiers, but I can make it as high as I want. There's like different screw holders. There's general stuff, so you can make it pretty much fit to your needs, kind of whatever. But that's kind of the beauty of 3D printing. And then, big reveal, dun, 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 dun. It's my 3D printer. It is the Bamboo Studio A1. Prints like a charm. Probably shouldn't have that there. But yeah, it's my little print poop bin that I've been collecting on my filament purges. So every time it has to print, it has to purge a little bit of filament just to get all the old stuff out. So that's where it has to go. So underneath is all my filament that I've used. Multicolors, so a lot of it is, 99% of it is PLA, as that's the standard. So PLA matte, that's for aesthetics. Yeah, PLA Pro. I think this is PET glass fill. So that's kind of like my stronger material right here. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to for a little bit. But yeah, I can't really think of anything else right now. We've done some modding. We have play tested a bit. I've showcased some of my 3D prints. I think we can call it a day here. Hang on. Yeah. There we go. But anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed this little Tuesday stream that I've done here. Hope you all learned a thing or two, saw some cool stuff, maybe. Yeah, so good stream, guys, good stream. Anywho, hopefully I'll be able to do more of these here in the future. Again, The reason why I haven't been doing this stuff is, well, past 2 months, November through early January, it's been pretty busy with holiday season and stuff. But, anywho, hope y'all have enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more stuff like this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, cheers.